first of its kind, the first dome anywhere.
Woo! Anywhere and everywhere, folks. We're back with another banger episode. Fucking Wednesday night. Because it's the holidays and shit is crazy. But we love you guys so much that we're putting in the work to actually get these episodes out.
I do feel like a mature adult for like persisting and scheduling through the holiday.
Yes. Well, I guarantee you most non-already successful podcasters would be like, let's just not. We'll do it next time.
Nobody gives a shit.
Yeah, dude, we only have like a couple of people listening. Who cares? But not us. We're here. We're queer. We're going to get these pods out.
Luigi.
Yeah, Luigi has been caught. Luigi Mangione. It's unfortunate, but I will say Italians back in my good graces.
Good. I'm glad we're back.
You're stealing Italian valor right now?
I'm 20%.
No, you're not. Are you actually Italian?
20%.
20? Really?
I've said this on the podcast so many times. It's like too small of a percentage to embrace it, right? So it's like kind of
no. That's actually like a pretty big chunk of your ethnicity.
20%.
It kind of explains
a
a
fifth.
lot, actually. You're always like my mother.
Cheers. My mother. I want to sleep with her.
Gross, dude.
Because like,
come on.
you know, the Italian guys, they got that mommy comp thing.
I wish that Dr. Melfi was my mommy. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, dude. Instead of Nailing Palin, Lisa Ann should have been Dr. Melfi.
That would have worked very well. That was just money on the table with Sarah Palin, though. That's like telling Tina Fey she shouldn't have done Sarah Palin. Yeah,
it's weird. I watched so much Lisa Ann porn in my teen years, just because she like was the perfect proportions. And I hate opening the pod straight up on
Lisa Ann
on porn, but for those who have had, you know, a significant amount of porn consumption in their lives, I think you all know very well, Lisa, not great at giving head. Mediocre head.
I mean, I would never know, and it's a disgusting thing to discuss.
No, I know.
But what's
I know.
like the what is the bad? What makes it bad about that? Yo, Lisa Ann, she don't know how to treat a man when she's opening up her pants and going down south. No, that's not what you want. You just want her on top or in the butt.
Lisa Ann, she's not the best with her glands. Yeah, you know, she do know how to treat a man. But when it comes to the mouth specifically, yo, she should do it more specifically.
Imagine being so into porn that you know the actress's name, but hey, let's just put that away, because I'm not here to judge. But when you're over here discussing her skills and stuff,
to be fair, she's like one of the most known, and yeah, it is kind of gross. But to be fair, I watched it more when I was a young little bro.
I've observed this actor, and I have determined that they're not that good at this here and that there. And, you know, I just don't want to watch this, my bro.
Yo, porn is unrealistic, and it's killing men's dicks. No, it's true. Like, when you watch porn, what your eyes likes is different than what your body enjoys. Like, you might be getting, you know, you might be having an amazing experience with a woman that is so beautiful, but on camera, it's not exciting to watch.
I'll show you the video that.
Oh, sick! We're watching porn
I
right now.
came to the other day. Since we brought it up, I'm gonna say I'm taking a little more of a humorous angle than you are. Yeah, this porn star sucks at giving head. Let me show you the shit that I recently jizzed to, and you tell me if I might have a problem.
Okay, let's do that. I mean, I know that
I'm just gonna do this sound off, but first of all, it's obviously Pokemon themed. We got Mr. Mime and a human female.
Whoa.
With some big, bubbly, juicy-ass cartoon
breasts. They come out. Oh,
and Mr. Mime has a big, fat, red-tipped Mr. Mime wiener, and he puts it right in... Okay, so...
Damn, dude. No, that's totally... I think...
That's fine?
That's totally fine.
Yeah, that's
dude.
fine. I gotta...
It's very well done.
It's too well done.
The animators did such a great job.
Right?
Yeah,
Can you imagine being the guy with the desire to do something like this, but also do it well? Because there's been animated porn since we were
it's not
children.
Good. Yeah.
And it's almost like a loop There's usually
Yeah.
some looped thing that goes and
Up, down, up, down.
yeah, and it's not very good.
No, this guy put in. Well, what's funny is that dude probably had to stop and relieve himself 6 or 7 times in the process of creating that. There's no way you like are drawing that and you're not getting excited.
It's also just Mr. Mime's big ass Mr. Mime penis, and it's like pale, but it's got a red tip. Like they did a theme. They stuck with the Mr. Mime theme.
The color coding was good.
It's weird that there were these random humanoid Pokemons. There was Mr. Mime, and then there was Jinx, the racist one.
Dude, I wasn't able to like dive into the world of Pokemon because of all the like talk about it being satanic.
You know what that was about? Because I had that too. Luckily, Pokemon didn't catch any strays for me. I think that, you know, my mom definitely fell into some of those crackpot Christian. These guys said this is evil, so now it must be evil for a lot of stuff. But Pokemon, she never did. Yu-Gi-Oh, on the other hand, was
dude.
one that I bought a booster pack of Yu-Gi-Oh, my first ever Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I'm playing it with my buddy from down the street, and she finds out I have them, and she takes them all away from me.
She's like has to start praying on the spot.
And this is and the reason why they were taken away from me, man, my bitterness is about to come out. It's all I wish I had those Yu-Gi-Oh cards right now, you fucking bitch. The reason why is because in the 80s there was this this board game, a tabletop role-playing game called Dungeons and Dragons that fucking seems like it would be kind of fun if you got a good crew to do it. But the Christian church took it upon themselves to like wage war against Gary Gygax and his fun little game of table. Yo, I'm a motherfucking ogre. I'm supposed to roll the dice, do it nice. Yeah, oh, I just won this game twice, and all my friends are here. We role playing, yo, it's queer. Yeah, oh, doing the improv, yes, and then, yo, this game is so outstanding.
I'm way too nerdy to be demonic. Way too girly to cheat the chronic. Yeah, I'm in the dungeons with the dragons getting lit.
Damn.
Yeah, you know, and the church, yeah, they coming quick.
We hate dungeons, yeah, we hate dragons, yeah, we hate Yu-Gi-Oh and the Pokemon, it's bad, yo, promotes gambling or something, whatever the reason is, yo, if you're playing role-playing games, you must be a satanist,
But what about the art?
Art?
They do it so well.
Art?
I played Yu-Gi-Oh and as hell, yeah, it stays up so well.
Well.
Oh my god, hell. That's where I'm going. Yeah, dude, you ever try to draw Yu-Gi-Oh when you're a kid and the hair just keeps on getting more triangles in it and it's like fucking...
I never, that was a thing. Everyone in high school was just drawing anime characters, but I was drawing Spider-Man and Ninja Turtles. I drew a lot of Ninja Turtle bullshit.
You see those drawings of that Eminem did of Spider-Man? They look so fucking sick.
Oh yeah, it's in the book.
Yeah,
we could probably find it. And it's funny because that's like his own little Tobey Maguire moment. If you recall in the first Spider-Man movie, he's sketching out his costume ideas.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, this guy's a genius
Artist?
scientist and also an artist. Like that's crazy.
No, yeah, you're right. I did think that. It's like the skill of drawing is sort of brushed
The spider
over.
also gave him the skill of drawing because technically spiders do have they make these beautiful
Very
webs.
symmetrical.
And maybe that's a thing. Maybe he that is not spoken of. Spider-Man also
Dude,
got that power.
That is low key, yeah.
That spiders have to make those beautiful webs. Now he can just draw shit.
I don't think symmetry is necessarily artistic. It just happens to be like geometrical, which looks good to us.
Sometimes, but it's not necessarily about symmetry per se. I think it's like it's the logical, structural way to build the spider web, and they just are born with it or something.
Yeah, dude, that was my argument to my girlfriend who wasn't a Christian when I was wanting to have sex but still tried to hold on to my faith. And we were sitting out front of her like apartment. There was a spider and a spider web, and I said, "Doesn't this look like something that was intentionally created?" And that was my fucking. And she like for a second was like, "Oh, yeah," and I was like, "Fucking got you."
That's like Bill O'Reilly would have high-fived you right there.
Dude, I was like so fucking. I thought that was the greatest argument because you could sort of like for a split second be like, "Yeah, that does seem like it was intentionally created." By evolution, dumbass. Evolution intentionally designed this over time.
I swear it's Bill O'Reilly. Maybe I can find the clip. But we got more cartoon porn popping up.
Dude, send me that just so for my records.
I might have to, bro.
Well, I
Mr. Mime, man.
Well, I think there's something also about the cartoon proportions of women in cartoon porn that it's just like, so idealistic and unrealistic that the human brain is just like, yo, this is the greatest thing ever. Like this is what I've always wanted.
We got this clip of Bill O'Reilly here talking about the tides that I think is pretty funny.
Before Christmas, an atheist group purchased a giant sign outside the Lincoln Tunnel here in New York City that said belief in Jesus as God is, quote, a myth. Then just last weekend, another sign appeared, this one in Huntsville, Alabama. The message says this about religion. They're all scams, picturing Christian, Jewish, and Islamic symbols on the sign. So what's going on? Well, there's now David Silverman, president of the American Atheist Group, which is responsible for both billboards. So why the insults?
Well, they're not insults. They're truths.
And we just heard Nancy Pelosi said that it's pay as you go. So let's try to get into the truth.
This isn't about pay as you go. This is about telling the truth. Now, if people,
It seems like there's something weird with the volume. No matter.
because we're saying what we believe.
No.
That's not us. That's not us insulting.
Let's just be regular guys instead of
am I
I'm a
doing wrong
Catholic
here?
or atheist.
Maybe there it is. I figured it out.
Okay.
Fuck
you
me.
say something's a scam.
Can I see the video?
Yep.
On
it
a
is
sign.
scam.
And then you come in here where millions of people are watching you and say that's not an insult. What does the word scam mean to you?
Scam means it's deliberately misleading.
I'm skipping to
people.
the
That's not
highlight
an
here.
insult?
It's not an insult to the. Everybody knows religion is a scam. The only news here. Is that
Everybody
people-
knows.
people
I
are
don't
saying
know,
it.
Mr.
Yes,
Silverman.
you do.
No, I don't.
You
I got to
sit
tell
here-
you
You sit here and you're skeptical every day, and then you go to church and you get on your knees and you pray to an
Correct.
invisible man in the sky.
Invisible
and you
man
don't
in the
think
sky.
That's a scam.
No, I don't.
You look
you know,
at
and
a
I'll tell you
statue of
why.
a man that was built by a man.
I'll tell you why it's not a scam, in my opinion. All right? Tide goes in, tide goes out. Never a miscommunication. You can't explain that. You can explain why the tide goes in,
The tide goes in and the tide goes out. I don't know what the fuck Bill's talking about.
Nope.
Yo, they got the moon controlling the tides and stuff. We've been studying this since we were alive and stuff.
The sun go down, the sun rise. Yeah, I seen it every day with both my eyes. Wouldn't that be enough evidence that there's a greater being and he has an essence?
Did you know that if the earth was only like an inch closer to the sun, then we would all be singed?
What?
Ain't that evident of some creation of divine proportions? Yeah, get it in,
Everything was so meticulously perfect. In his image, things were created. I'm super excited that things are the way they are. And we are in his image. Yo, the great IR.
He looks like me, probably not Dave. Definitely me, probably not Dave.
Yo, what the fuck is it? Can you keep going? With
Yes.
O'Reilly?
The tides is the kind of the crux.
goes in and it goes out, Mr. Silverman.
Maybe
it
it's
always comes
Thor
in,
on top of
and it
Mount
goes out.
Olympus who's making the tides go in and out.
No, but you can't
A
explain
scam and a
that.
myth are the same. The
You can't
myth
explain
and
it.
religion are the same thing. It doesn't matter if I can explain it.
It doesn't?
That doesn't mean.
That is something that people are the most pudding-brained like conspiracy theorist types will come at you like, say they believe in flat Earth.
Sure.
They'll come at you on some like, have you ever been to space and seen the Earth type shit, and you'll be like, okay, well, no,
But others have.
I have not, but I could trust maybe that other people.
There's institutions.
But that doesn't matter to them. It's
Yeah.
like, you have not, so you can't say that. Anytime you try and combat an insane conspiracy, because is the term reasonable doubt when they do that? Like that's a form of argument where
It isn't 100%. There isn't 100% evidence from the individual making the claim. Therefore, there is a possibility that it's false.
right, and if they're not, and unless you're arguing with an expert, then why are we even having this conversation?
Right,
you know?
and we all understand that there is like, I can take the opinions of experts who I trust and then say, okay, I believe that this dude has done sufficient research, and based on his credentials and credibility, I'm going to take his word for it, and then I'm going to assert the same truth, even though I can't articulate the evidence. What is there a climax to this video?
The
I can't hear you.
Oh yeah. Check. I turned down the wrong one. I was trying to turn down your old mic since we switched your mic.
Dude, it sounds like you turned me up a little bit, honestly. There we go. Maybe no, I'm so loud. I'm so loud. There we
Right,
go.
I did turn you
Yeah,
up.
there we go.
That was dumb. No, it's just you were talking about the spider webs. And that be like he could have brought up spider webs instead of the tides.
It would have been the same fucking argument.
The same
no
nonsense.
And you know what's frustrating to me is that I obviously agree with the atheist, but there's a Mark Maron bit like this that I need to make sure that I clarify. But no atheist has ever gained anything from disproving religion to a person who has faith. Like if you have faith and I'm like, that's dumb, and then the person goes, oh yeah, you're right, it is dumb, that I win the saddest battle of all time. Like wrecking someone's belief in faith is sad.
It's sad to an extent. There's also the idea that maybe their belief might be influencing them to do shitty things.
Sure,
like it's kind of a commonality that Christians might be homophobic, or a lot of them are kind of racist.
That's a good point.
And
Or
classist,
entitled, like Jews, to a certain piece of geographical property.
Oh, okay. He can say it, folks.
I need to pee.
Folks, okay, pee. Okay. I got this. So Luigi Mangione, folks, apparently ratted out by a fucking McDonald's employee. Can you imagine? That McDonald's employee might have health insurance, because I don't know how McDonald's works. For all I know, everyone's part-time there, and they got 1 million employees intentionally so they don't have to give you health insurance. But this guy, this damn bootlicker, decided to rat out my boy for a measly $80,000 reward. Come on. I would never do something like that. Me personally, I don't even have health insurance. And and you know what? Would I murder a man for health insurance? Yo, murder a man for health insurance like I just murdered the last 5 minutes while my boy was taking a piss. Shout out to Luigi. Yo, he should still exist.
For 80 grand, I'd rat out my own mom. Yeah, you know, 80 grand, yo, that number's long. Way too long for my bank account to understand. And I don't got that kind of money sitting in my hand.
No kind of money sitting in my hand like that, but I got a 3D printer and I'm mad. So I'ma figure out this dude's schedule and then run up on him and then take his soul.
Yo, this dude's gonna get caught anyways. I might as well rat him out and also get paid. So I don't have to spend the rest of my days at Mickey D's fucking frying fries, my man.
Frying fries, I'd rather fry this guy, even though he might be a national hero in my eyes.
No, yeah, that's. I feel like he should have gotten that food to go. Why are you eating inside of the McDonald's? Like you're a fucking fugitive.
Doesn't like mangione mean like eating or something?
Yeah, mangiamo.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, he's kind
No,
of
mangiamo
like
means let's eat.
his name was his downfall. At the end of the day, he had to go get some grub.
Manja.
He has got such an Italian ass name.
I know, and his face is so fucking.
How do you
Italian.
name your son Luigi after the Mario brothers already exist?
Luigi is an insanely funny name.
It's and arguably, because it's so funny, it was chosen to be the older brother or the other brother of Mario or whatever. But still, like you wouldn't name your child Luke Skywalker or whatever.
Yeah, well, just like too many I's. The I ending a word with an I is funny. Like just like I'm trying to think of other examples, but they're all Italian. Fettuccine.
I wish I could play a song right now, but we'll get copyright claimed. But there was Louis Prima. Does that name ring a bell to you?
No.
He has this one song that's just about a bookie at like the horse races or whatever, and his name's Luigi, and the whole song is just Hey Luigi, what do you do? What do you do? Hey Luigi, I teach me too.
Damn, that sounds like a banger.
It is kind of a banger.
I like that consistent echo throughout the whole thing. That's cool. It gives you like a second to take it in.
Yes.
If I'm Luigi, I'm going by Louie or Lou.
No, I think you got to go by Luigi. If you have a name that's crazy like that, you kind of got to own that.
What about this? Girl that I work with, her name is Jennifer. People call her Jenny. I called her Jen a couple times. Is that uncool? Is Jen kind of like a privileged nickname that you earn, or are you calling anybody Jen? I'm calling strangers nicknames immediately. Like if your name comes up on my list as Alexander, I call you. I'm fucking like, Al, how's it going?
You could be playing with fire.
It's dangerous, right?
Yeah, I do. Especially if it's something. If she's been called Jenny her entire life, it's not something that I imagine she would ever be like, "Hey, David, you're causing me trauma right now by dead naming me."
Just call her Jay.
Yeah, Jen Dog.
Jay Slizzer, what's up? Yeah, dude, start coming up with goofy ass frat boy nicknames for people.
Hi, I'm David. What's your name? Oh, I'm Sandra. Oh, Sandman over here. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, dude, that's the best, dude. I love that, dude.
That's got to be a type of guy.
No,
right?
that's the type of guy. Dude.
Immediately comes up with a nickname for you.
There's a bunch of like.
Dave the Slave. Know what I'm talking about? Hey.
I do know my people. You know. There's a bunch of when you work in like a normal ass office, there's randomly Mohammeds and like super Indian names or super like Middle Eastern names that are just peppered into like corporate America list of names, and it's so funny because it'll be like Matthew, James, Raz Al Ghul. it'll just be like randomly the most Muslim name that's ever existed, like peppered into like all of these.
Apu Nahasapima Petalon.
Yeah, it's so funny. But
it's beautiful though. America's a melting pot, and we love it,
dude. I love how foreigners love America more than like people who have been here for fucking 6 generations. Like a dude who just got to America is like, I love this country. I had nothing and now I have so much. Yeah, dude, it's the best. I love Indians.
I was just thinking of that scene in Patriot. It's like in the 2nd episode, so you must have seen it, where it's the 2 little Arab boys who they love soccer so much. Damn, a little Arab boy loving soccer. Yeah, he loves it so much, man. He's off his rocker. What's your favorite team, Dave? Could you tell me, man? No, he can't. Yeah,
sorry.
He don't understand.
I like Barcelona. That's the good team to play soccer. Yeah, I'm getting money like it's copper. Yeah, I need to grab your mom and sock her. Ooh, yeah, I'm a top nerd.
Yeah, we could kick it like it's motherfucking football. European, though. We ain't talking about Americans, y'all. Yeah, we be kicking it and scoring goals. You over here doing touchdowns, you dumb assholes.
Yeah, I'm about to kick it like Beckham. All the Pokemons, I grab them and I catch them. Yeah, and then I dump some ketchup on my fries. Walking through looking fly.
Yo, shout out, Mia Hamm. All of my soccer references are outdated. Yeah, we talking Beckham and Mia. Yeah, how about, Hope Solo, my Gia.
Dude, you know, the guy from It's Always Sunny and Ryan Reynolds bought like Wrexham FC, and now there's like a TV show about it, and it's highly rated, and I can't watch that shit.
Well, it seems Richard put it in perspective. You know him; he's been on the pod. He loves soccer, and I'd be like, "Yo, have you checked out this Wrexham show or whatever?" And he's like, "That's the dumbest shit ever." Like, what? They're just giving this town false hope.
Right.
That team is never gonna go to the World Cup.
Okay. So, is there a point though that he made? That
was the point. He's like, it's a dumb show because of that alone. There's no point in like the inspiration of it is relative to soccer on the whole doesn't really even matter.
Also, I think it's insulting that these American celebrities are like,
we're gonna kick you guys back into gear.
Isn't soccer cute? Let's go buy this team.
I'm basically Ted Lasso over here.
No, it's exactly. It's condescending, but for some reason the show is so highly rated. Okay, but recently, I forget the dude's name, who is
Rob Del Hinney or something. And
so him and the entire cast of It's Always Sunny were at the Cosm, which is like the Sphere in Vegas, watching the Wrexham game in Inglewood. All of them were just like, that's like fucking a 10-minute walk from my house. The whole cast of It's Always Sunny is there watching the Wrexham game because this dude is just like financially invested in this team, and they have a whole ass show. And it's so weird because like there's like people that are just walking up to Danny DeVito like, hey, what's up, Danny? He's looking old as fuck.
it's just there is it's kind of funny because like could we say that they're doing it because they love soccer so much or something?
False.
We might be able to if they hadn't made a massively produced documentary style TV show about it.
Right, dude.
You can sort of see the whole like almost them because it sort of happened simultaneously with Ted Lasso.
Yeah.
You can sort of see that, hey, this is kind of selling.
This is a
right
wave
now.
of Americans infiltrating European soccer.
What if we just do that in real life?
Do it.
You know? It's that movie. Are you familiar with Lady Ballers that the Daily Wire made?
No.
It's a comedy about four ex-athletes who were like big in high school or whatever, and they're longing for the glory days, so they decide to pretend to be women to compete against women. It's supposed to be this anti-trans slap in the face kind of movie.
Sick, dude.
For the conservative types. And but originally Ben Shapiro, who produced the movie, had said that
What a dick, dude. Such a fucking dick.
he had said that they were going to do it documentary style and actually have these guys.
Oh, actually infiltrate?
Yes.
Sounds more like a Matt Walsh production.
And then when they found out that like there were like requirements for how long you have to be on hormone therapies or all that shit, they're like, oh, I guess we'll just make a fake movie pretending that what we're saying is true or whatever about all this.
And then people who don't care about movie quality will just watch this to push the agenda.
Yeah. I really got to work on making my explanations briefer because I don't know why I brought that up. You had said something and I'm like, it's kind of like this Lady Ballers thing.
It's
Oh
just-
yeah, Wrexham. Fucking Wrexham. They're just doing Lady Ballers. Fucking Ryan Reynolds is cutting his dick off and playing soccer with the women.
That's a stretch. But I do think that it's okay for you to just, start talking about things out of the blue. And then, then we're discussing that. That's kind of what a podcast is. It's better. It's better. I
Sometimes
think,
it works out because I was about to describe a scene from Patriot with two little soccer-loving Arab boys earlier, and then the beat happened, and I was like, oh, thank God, I don't got to
I think there was more value in the other thing that you said. I hate how much I'm intrigued by Matt Walsh and his arguments and the content that he makes. Like he made another movie after his whole like what is a woman?
The Am I Racist movie.
I think I haven't seen it.
Well,
but
what's funny is in that documentary, the Am I Racist documentary, he's playing the character that he plays in Lady Ballers. In Lady Ballers, Matt Walsh plays a fake liberal. He plays a liberal guy, and it's his idea of what a liberal dude is, and it's some long hair hippie type. Yo, and he lets black guys fuck his wife. That's just how it is. Yo, if you aren't alt-right, then you probably are a degenerate leftist, and you are polyamorous and shit.
you either own a gun or you're a cuck. Yeah, I'ma let these black dudes fuck my dearest wife who I'm married to. Yeah, we're doing it, Sabretooth.
These dumb blue-haired bitches, yo, this is what the sitch is. Yo, I'ma be pretending to be, and I'ma be infiltrating everything, yo, and shout out to my Asian homies.
Libtards, yeah, you know me, I fucking live hard. Yeah, I fucking walk around with a gun in my back pocket. Yeah, I grab it and then I sock it.
Yo, MAGA, that's just me. I grab a gun out of my motherfucking holster and I slap you with it. Yeah, because you're different than me. Yo, and that makes me intimidated.
Matt Walsh is... It's entertaining to me, and he also says things. There are things that the far right promote that I'm like, okay, well, yeah, like a lot of us agree with some of these arguments, But then when you package it in this Daily Wire Ben Shapiro style that is condescending and like attempting to be too smart for you to argue against, creating the illusion that like, oh yeah, this is correct because the way that I'm wording things sounds better than how you can word it. Because Matt Walsh does the same thing that Ben Shapiro does. He fucking schools people who are not as smart as him a lot of the time, or people who are like
The whole debate culture on the internet, I think, is played out at this point.
totally, dude.
There's that like show I've been seeing, Jubilee. Have you seen Jubilee
No, I haven't
clips?
seen Jubilee. No.
I'll be seeing these clips from this show called Jubilee where people are rushing to debate a guy, and it goes both ways. Like it'll be Ben Shapiro in this middle seat, and then there's a seat right across from him, and he's surrounded by a bunch of people also in seats.
I've seen that on YouTube, I think.
Right, and
Damn, it doesn't come up when you look it up. It's like,
but I'm just like, what is this? Where we're at in society? Where this is what is entertaining to
watching
us?
people disagree.
That's so whack.
It's
And I'm watching these. I'll watch a clip of it, and I'm just like, this isn't entertaining or funny at all.
well, it's also because Ben Shapiro sucks, and so I mean, it's not just with him, right? This show involves other people.
Yeah.
But it's also
No, it's always framed as like Ben Shapiro versus 30 liberals, or it'll be like an anti-abortion doctor versus
30
pro-abortion.
Christ-
Yeah, like all that shit.
Well, I think it's also that in those situations, one side of the argument is obviously more unreasonable than the other, and it makes you fucking hate them because, dude, usually when there's like, whether it's liberal or right wing or whatever the fuck, most people can agree on like a middle ground that is semi-reasonable. Like, I don't want fucking kids taking hormones, but I'm cool with dudes who feel like they're women wearing dresses and heels as long as they're not putting themselves in situations where they can assault children. And that's something that fucking left and right probably agree on. And it's the same thing with fucking abortion. You're like, hey, if somebody raped you...
Well, what's another thing that kind of throws a wrench in it is there's a heavy religious aspect of the alt-right.
Yes.
Where they kind of have to be anti-gay and they have to be anti-trans or whatever. You're gonna have to go get one, man. You told. Here's the thing. I only grabbed one because you told me you had one left. I'll finish this off with the camera. When it's in your like your code of conduct that you personally believe God has given to you, there are certain things that you aren't going to be moved on, like abortion and the gay stuff, the trans stuff.
Right.
Like,
and also, if I can't trust you to critique your own religious beliefs and try to like update your software and make the most reasonable decision available now about that, then I can't trust you with other subjects.
No, 1,000,000%.
The fact that you can't beat religion in a thought game, you can't outthink your way out of religion means that, okay, then your opinion shouldn't count on these other things.
Yeah. I might not enter into a super casual business relationship with you if you also believe that there's a talking snake that's not true.
But also the Jews, they're very good with business, my dude. And they managed to get the money to come from me to you. Isn't that so cool?
Yeah, but they don't believe in the damn Bible, my guy. Yo, they got a whole bunch of other stuff from the sky. They had like 10 commandments and shit, and they were like, yo, we're just gonna stick with this.
Right, they're more nominal, and I think that's phenomenal. Yeah, I'm like an apostle drinking off the sauce. Yeah, it's impossible.
I can't wait for this rap to end so we can change the subject to something that's not religion. Yo, that would be great. Yo, my traumatized friend, that's just how it is.
I hate the way that I was raised. Jesus always gotta get paid.
I got a little palate cleanser.
Oh, thank God, dude.
Granted, It is directed by Taika Waititi, which I'm not a biggest fan of.
Because of his outspokenness recently.
No. I was a big fan of Taika. He fucking fell off like harder than any other director I've ever witnessed in my goddamn life.
With the Hitler movie.
Yeah, the Hitler movie wasn't that good. Some people liked it. That was a hit or miss for him. Miss for me. Ragnarok was probably his last like watchable film, in my opinion.
No, yeah. What was the Hitler movie called? Some rabbit?
It was called Hitler Goes to Mars, featuring your fucking gay ass.
That's what it should have been called for sure, dude.
But I think this is it. Let me just full screen this,
please.
Batch.
Put me on. Oh, I've seen this. Belvedere commercial.
So,
Finally,
Daniel Craig
Belvedere vodka.
dancing his ass off in this commercial.
Oh, and a black wife beater.
In a wife beater, and he's doing moves that you wouldn't expect a man in his late 60s, early 70s.
No, what? That dude's in his 50s.
What? All right, we got to look this up.
There's no way Daniel Craig
He's old as shit.
Is more than 50. Daniel Craig is not older than 53.
He looks old in that commercial. You're right. He's 56. Damn.
He's 56.
All right.
Okay, I was close.
Well, late 50s. Still, that's also
He's looking good, dude.
you can tell like he's the type of actor who wouldn't do something like that unless he wanted to.
Yeah.
He was like, yo, I actually have some moves. Those are his moves.
No, and also I bet this dude rekindled his relationship with dancing since his accident. You know what I'm saying? Like he
What accident?
didn't this guy almost lose his legs?
What?
Oh no, that was Jeremy Renner. I confused these fools, bro.
Were you thinking about that when you were pushing back hard on the late 50s or late 60s, early 70s thing?
No, I think I still had the right person in mind when I was thinking about that. No, but dude, damn, Daniel Craig and Jeremy Renner, honest mistake. Kind of a similar dude, right?
Not even a little, I would say.
No, they're totally
Jeremy
similar.
Renner could never play James Bond.
You're right.
Jeremy Renner
He's way too corny.
Here's the thing: he's been. I got nothing against Jeremy. He's in some good ass movies. I liked him in Kill the Messenger.
Haven't seen that.
Kill the Messenger is a true story about a guy who was uncovering how the FBI was the one who put crack into the streets.
Oh,
and he was uncovering that and writing all this.
Isn't that
news.
crazy, dude?
Fucking insane. But he was found suicided. And
of course.
And there's so much credible evidence that he did not kill himself.
Dude, it's insane how this is like when I found out about Palestine in high school. Like in high school, I was like, wait a minute, these motherfuckers just came in here and took all this shit, and they keep taking every year, and everybody in America is like, hell yeah, I'm pissed. And then everybody around me was like,
they're so ready to lick the fucking boot. It's crazy. The people who, the goddamn minimum wage McDonald's employee that ratted out my boy Luigi Mangione.
It's fucking probably an Israeli.
Fucking.
Sorry,
you're going hard on the Jew.
Sorry, I think I already did like 3 Jew things.
That one didn't even make sense.
No, it doesn't.
It was Gal Gadot ratted him out, folks. Working at the counter. No, come on, let's be real.
What? I got McDonald's.
There's no Jewish people working at McDonald's.
No, they got way too much money. Although $20 an hour, that could be sort of tempting. Right.
Maybe as a starter job for my young boy. He just got his bris. I don't know.
$20 an hour, and they match the 401k.
All right, this is a thing. We can't do this, David. We can't do that.
Like we were having a good time, you know. We've hosted multiple Jews on this show, so I think it's
two of them. It's
two of them. It is multiple.
One of them more than once.
Yeah.
It's great.
No, maybe we'll get
and everyone. Black people are the true Jews. So low-key, if you check our YouTube, you'll see a bunch of true Jews all up in the hizzy. Yeah, we love to, we're not anti-Semitic.
Technically, I'm 3% Israeli. When you look at my ancestry, because I'm from the same region in the Middle East. So that's what you should consider me, please.
Everyone's the same, yeah, nobody is different. It's all where you came from, please don't be ignorant. Yeah, he looks like another guy that's from a different place that worships a different sky god.
I look like I'm from a certain region. Yeah, you know, and I have a certain religion.
Legion.
And I have legions on my skin. Yeah, you know what they are within.
I look at you and I'm like, he's obviously a Muslim dude and he likes to eat halal food. But no, he doesn't do any of that shit. He's over here eating McDonald's like a fat kid.
My dad walked in the other day with a can of tuna and he was like, look. And on the side of the can it said halal, but halal is only for meat.
That's halal-ious.
Yeah. It's like when you look at a bottle of water and it says gluten-free. And
Wait, but fish is meat?
No, it's for like animals like on land. Like I don't think you can sit.
Oh, it was just obviously, technically it is halal, but adding that as the...
No, not even, because fish drown and they don't have like red blood. I don't like fish are different. Like when you like the halal means, look this up. Halal is the way that you murder the animal to drain the blood directly from their throat, as opposed to killing them in a different way. So I think it is not cohesive to describe fish as halal because they don't. It doesn't work that way.
Well, technically, halal is an Arabic word that means permissible or lawful.
Okay, but that's
Islamic teaching.
And then haram is what's not allowed. You're right, but also, what? How does halal work? Like, look up.
Did the tuna can say haram tuna or
No,
halal
it is. It's
tuna?
halal tuna.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. So
No, but tuna cannot be haram.
why? But we're not talking about whether or not the tuna's haram. We're talking about whether or not it's halal, my guy.
Unless the tuna was promiscuous in its life, it can't be haram.
Inshallah.
Yeah, it's improper use of that.
That's based on how I see it used in the comments on Instagram. I feel like I used it correctly.
No, it definitely gets thrown around in a way that you can get away with it more and more.
Well, instead I was like, Mahershala Ali.
I tried to look up what is halal, but instead I looked up what is balal.
What is it?
I already corrected it. I didn't read. In the context of food, halal refers to any food that is considered permissible. Slaughtering animals according to Islamic guidelines. Draining the meat of all blood to reduce the risk of foodborne illness. Not using equipment that is contaminated. Okay, so it's literally just like a law that was placed hundreds of years. Yeah, there you go. A halal that was placed hundreds of years ago, just from a sanitary perspective. They're like, this is how you should kill the animal so you don't get sick. And then now that we're in modern times, they're like, we're still following this old protocol. Damn, how do we end up on religion again? I'm sorry, dude.
No, we're talking about like food and stuff. But you did make that one last Jewish joke, and then we kind of went off the rails there.
Yeah. It's
okay. No, it's all good. It's all good.
No. Yeah, it's like when it says,
as long as you're a Jew that's not killing my guys' people, we love you.
Well, I mean, yeah, and I think that's the majority of them.
Yeah. So what can we say?
Well, I mean, if you are pro the killing of the people, who's pro the killing? I'm cool with Israel running the show at this point. I don't think we have the people really to put into leadership.
So the best that you can hope for, what you're saying right now on the pod, is that the Palestinians gotta go out with grace. They gotta do it, with a smile on their face and with their fists up. Saying they don't give a fuck. Listening to Eminem, we're gonna break some stuff.
Just let me be an Israeli person. Give me a passport and maybe a couple purses so I can give them to my fucking girlfriends. And yeah, we can all eat hummus and just pretend.
In 2006, I swear that my racist uncle would have just been like, let's just glass that whole continent. We don't need the Jews or the Arabs,
Damn.
Screw them all, America rules, fucking basketball.
Well, we do need some type of ally in the Middle East. We should cook something made with yeast. Yeah, and after that, we can sit and feast on the carcass of some fucking sheep.
Feasting on sheep, yo, as long as that the blood was drained properly. Yo, shout out to my God, Judei.
You know, I got the solution right now. Israel is just like, we ceasefire, and then Israel goes, hey, let us take over everything. Y'all get to stay. You get citizenship, and we just like, you know.
What if Palestine becomes like the walled city of Kowloon? You familiar with that?
Is that like from fucking a movie or a show?
Well, they did in the first what was the Jackie Chan's in like a series of cop movies called like Chinese Cop or something like action Cop or whatever. And the I think it's called maybe Cop Story. I don't know, Cop. But the first one, it takes place in Kowloon, and Kowloon is a real fucking place.
It's a walled city.
So Hong Kong is a English territory, but China was allowed to keep this one little section of land in Hong Kong called Kowloon, and because of the very strict geographical guidelines, they could only build up in this one area. So they just ended up with this fucking like tissue box of a city. You're gonna see it and understand what I mean.
Just all like stacked up.
Looks like that.
Oh,
And you can see it's like totally vacant around the box, and it's because that's no longer China.
Damn.
It's still Hong Kong, but it's the UK Hong Kong, and they tore down the entire city in like the 80s.
oh, so
Can
now
you imagine demolishing an entire city?
it's probably fun.
That would be pretty fun, yeah.
it's
Especially if you're a humongous kaiju lizard.
Maybe that's why the Jews keep doing it.
Damn, dude, we're there.
Okay.
We're 4 for
Okay.
4. Technically, we're maybe like 3 for 4, but
One of them didn't hit.
yo, it's dangerous out here, man. You know what? This. Well, technically, you are Israeli.
No. I'm like 3% Jewish.
So 3% of you is allowed to make these jokes.
Well, and also like I don't actually give a fuck. I'm cool with them.
That's why I be doing all these Portuguese jokes. Bro. You know what I'm saying?
I also I had to. The reason I brought up Israel again is because you were talking about crack and how the FBI fucking dumped it into the inner city and hooked up. Got all these fucking people hooked. And I just think it's interesting how something like that is totally like, well, you learn about it and then you accept it and then you just kind of live your life.
Unless you're Luigi Mangione, then you go out and you fucking do something about it. Although here's the thing about Luigi is he also apparently like kind of lost his mind before doing that.
Yeah.
And so that kind of sucks. Why couldn't a totally rationally minded person?
He's like a project manager at a company.
Yeah, and he's just like, you know what?
Fuck
enough
this.
is enough. It's time to assassinate the CEO of United Healthcare.
Well, it's because it isn't a reasonable thing for somebody to do who has a
it's
life.
in our Constitution, my guy.
What is to murder?
The right to bear arms.
Okay, but not to shoot dudes who are CEOs.
No,
of companies.
it is in the Constitution that if the government is taking over your shit, you have the right to defend your shit with your guns or whatever.
But I think that's meaning like a literal taking over of your shit. You know?
No. I understand that. It's what I'm saying is a stretch.
Should we get firearms, you and I?
Nah.
You're not pro firearm?
Unless it's got a sick 3D printed silencer.
I low key want something, dog. I want just like something to be like, hey, chill.
Maybe what if I rolled around with like a beanbag gun?
You mean like a beanie gun?
Yeah.
No, it was a beanie gun.
It's
No.
what the correctional
Airsoft
officers.
gun.
No, dude, I'm talking about the.
Oh, it shoots a whole beanbag at
yeah,
you.
it just shoots a beam like you're
Get
playing
a potato gun, dude.
ultra cornhole with your beanbag guns. That's what I'm talking about.
Ultra cornhole is the name of a game that should be sold for Christmas.
How much is a beanbag gun? Like, could we do some? What would be
you're better off with like a fucking paintball gun, some shit like that, but not paintball. It's just like rubber balls.
Here's the thing, though. A beanbag gun will incapacitate a person. A paintball, you could shoot a guy with a paintball gun a million times.
No, but
They're still running at you.
Could you fill up a paintball gun with like a bunch of rubber balls and then just shoot rubber balls at people?
Oh, yeah. Technically, you can freeze your paintballs the night before or something.
I feel like that would do a ton of damage.
But then you would just have to constantly have a wealth of frozen paintballs in your fridge every time you go
I bought
out.
a freezer. Did I tell you about that?
But then what? Are you keeping the gun in like a cooler with some?
Does the gun have to be cold?
The paintball's gonna melt by the time anyone assaults you.
Well, yeah, I mean, you just deal with condensation for a little bit, but that's a good point though.
I'm still looking up this
maybe
beanbag
chill the vest. I gotta pee, dude.
Again?
I'm sorry.
We can wrap it up. I'll wrap it up with a little beanbag gun talk
Oh,
here.
actually, you mean I should hold it?
No.
Okay.
You're fine. Go ahead. So I looked up beanbag gun, and they're trying to sell me stun guns, which I'm not a fan of. But there is, okay, here we have the Burna. I like that. They're sort of appropriating a cultural nomenclature for guns here. And it is little tiny BBs that I guess will fuck up a dude. Okay, so folks, this episode brought to you by Burna. That's Byrna. You can check out their store on Amazon.com and purchase a totally orange Glock-looking thing that might save your life.